Welcome to this Friday, July 22nd. And I wanted to continue with what I spoke about last week, and that was talking about the inner meaning of the Bible. And today I want to talk about mountains and hills and valleys. So as you look at this picture, it always makes me think, how were these formed? Now, scientifically, we know how mountains are formed, but I always like to think about God was walking and made these hills and these valleys. God is so big. It always makes sense to me that as he was walking, that these hills and valleys were formed. And as I was talking last week, the inner meaning in the Bible is for us. It's for us to learn. And in our theology, when we talk about mountains and hills, we talk about we are so high up that we are that much closer to God, that we're closer to heaven. And if you think about it, when you are up in the mountains and you're just looking over, and you start to look down into the valleys, and you see how the land is shaped and formed. When we come to those valleys and we read about them in the Bible, we can think about that as our earthly life. Yes, we're a little bit further away from God, but we're closer to the earth. And there is still a beauty to that. As much as there is beauty in the mountains, there is beauty in the valley. And it all comes together. And it helps us to understand that no matter where we are, that God is always with us. Whether we are up on the mountaintops, able to praise God and to be thankful for all that we have, or we're down in those valleys and we're having those hard times, it doesn't mean that God is away from us. So this week, think about the hills, the mountains, and the valleys, and all that we are able to thank God for.